Hey, what's going on, guys? Suareezy here, back at you with another Market Mondays. Today we'll be going over Bitcoin, XRP, and Ethereum. So let's jump right into it. Within the last week, we actually had a major accumulation phase that we're talking about going into this zone here. And kind of sitting in the same situation with price action in the same zone. What we can actually see is that we got the breakout of the triangle formation, again, testing the top trend line that we had drawn out. And again, we can see rejection multiple times at this level. But one thing to notice is we're also still holding intermediate trend. Though overall big picture, we are going down, and we are beneath the monthly level here at this point. We are still holding trend here, so that is something to definitely keep in mind. If we start to hold this trend over time and can start holding this 19666, this could be a potential breakout level. And again, if we do want a breakout if we do get a true breakout, we're looking for at least 100% move. So it's at least pushing that last high, pushing about 21 and a half to start, pushing that 22 zone. Again, on volume is going to be very key on that if we're looking for that potential continuation to the upside. If we're looking for the rejection off of this monthly level, again, you're going to want to see the lack of volume coming in here. And again, seeing potential rejection and creating, again, those lower highs at that point to continue that downward trend. One of the main things to watch is that bottom trend line. If you start to snap that, I believe you do start to see retests of the June lows, which happen to be that 17.2 zone that we're kind of looking for as well, which happens to be a monthly level sitting there as well. So right now it's pretty much kind of the same breakdown as last week, watching that 19666 zone, and if we can hold that, start to get our potential price target to the upside on volume. If we can't, and we start creating lower highs just as we have been, I do think we can get potential to retest the bottom zone of the June lows. So yeah, again, watching that key area right here is going to be a very serious price for Bitcoin to make a volatile move at. So pretty much what we have going on is just a bigger picture triangle formation, which is just insinuating that we're waiting for a bigger breakout move. And again, whenever we're looking for a true breakout of a triangle formation, we're looking for at least 100% move technically. So let's say we do happen to break the 100%, pushing that 21 and a half, 22 zone that we're talking about. And if we happen to break beneath, then that 17.2 zone is pretty much what we're going to be looking at for the downside. So that's going to be the breakdown on Bitcoin this week. All right, next up we got XRP. And with XRP, let's actually zoom out just a little bit to see what we've actually been working with. So we can see we have our two trend lines, the yellow ones, which is going to create a top zone and a bottom zone. We can see we've been downtrending for pretty much a whole year. And we can start to see the volume actually starting to kick in near the potential breakout zone that we're at with XRP. But we can still see that we're still sitting within a bigger range that we've had drawn out for the last few months. And again, our blue lines are going to indicate our monthly levels. And we can see we ran up right into a monthly level and kind of rejected off that. But then we can see we did reject off our monthly level. But we then came down to see if we're going to utilize the multi-month downward trend line as potential support. And we can see we did happen to get a nice bounce off that, but then bounced right off of that resistance again, which was our monthly level. And again, we're trying to see if we're going to come back and retest this trend line to see again if we can use it as support to get us to potentially retest the monthly level here, to again see if we can get a true breakout of this multi-month downward trend. This is going to be really aligned with crypto in general. So watching Bitcoin, Ethereum with this will very likely help you solidify the movement and the direction that this is actually headed. One of the key levels is going to be on the downside. Just like with Bitcoin, though we have been on this downward slope, one intermediate thing I am looking at is that we're still holding the intermediate trend. Um, Notice we are also creating a triangle formation, which we do know that it does have to come to an apex point to break out to either direction. And this is what we're looking for here. So if we can actually get 100% move, and this is what we'd actually be looking for. If we get the break to the upside, potentially that 50-cent zone is always going to be something tough to get through. That 52, 53 cent zone is going to be the price targets to that upside intermediate term. If we happen to get the snap down and can't utilize this top trend line as support now, and we go back into the bigger overall range, we'd be looking for that first price target about at 40 cents, and then going back down until this about 35-cent zone. Again, on this case, this is where you'd want to see lack of volume coming into this, with overall crypto sentiment going down as well. Definitely watch this intermediate trend that we have holding here. If we can hold this, again, potentially take us up to the monthly level and see what we can do there. If not, we can again potentially see the rejection and again creating the lower highs, which would again just put us back in the overall range that we're playing within, and that would also keep us under our monthly level as well. So definitely an area to watch out for XRP right here. So that's going to be the breakdown on XRP. All right, next up we have Ethereum. And let's see what we have with Ethereum. So right here was going to be our last week's portion. We can see we had our little triangle formation drawn out. We didn't get the full tap of that 1420. We're actually just literally creating a bigger triangle zone here. So let's kind of redraw that. Basically, these last few weeks have been just a bigger accumulation zone for us. And again, same concern here with ETH as well. Though we are on the downward slope, and we are creating lower highs here, the one thing that does concern me is that we have higher lows here within this last week or so. So as long as we're holding these last lows, this little trend line here, plus our monthly level at 1281.43, this is going to be a zone where we're looking for potential support to kick in. And one of the main factors, again, is going to be volume. We haven't seen the true volume actually kick in as of yet. If it does happen to kick in, this is definitely a key zone that we're looking for because, again, notice we are getting somewhat to an apex point where we're looking for the breakout to the upside, or we start looking for the breakdown to the downside. So again, this 1281 level is going to be very key. We can hold this over time with influx of volume and with the help of Bitcoin actually pushing as well. We could see a retest of our monthly level, that 1420. If we do start to see major sell-off, this 1281 zone is going to be very key. If that cannot hold, ideally we would want to see the continuation to retest the bottom channel plus our bottom monthly level as well, which is 1110. So pretty much in a very key area for crypto to start making some more volatile movements as we have been accumulating for last few weeks, last few months actually. So Um, that's going to be the breakdown on ETH this week. Um, Make sure you guys stay safe and make sure you guys continue to draw your trend lines, and we'll catch you guys next week.